Video's going. Here we go. Record that. There's audio. That's good. Okay, here we go. There it is. 3, 2, 1.
I like cash. Cash. Get the money. Who wants to play somebody that's broke? Get the cash and pull out a big wad of cash. Play the guy that's got the cash. Just get the money. Cash.
I know about that load you dropped in Vegas.
You can't spell the morning stream without remonstrating. This is the morning stream.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TMS, the morning stream for May 9th, 2022. It is Monday, and it's me, Scott Johnson, and Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian.
Hey, Scott. How are you?
I'm all right. You know, whatever. Weekend full of stuff. You got the Mother's Day business and the whatnot. It was fine. We went to my mother-in-law's, and it was weird. I got a weird brother-in-law that's hard to explain, and he just sort of sat on his own in a corner and does that sometimes and didn't talk to anybody, and I think waited for people to say something so that he would then have to explain why he's being so quiet. But
sure, right.
I'm like, I'm not playing this game. Freaking just,
right.
I'm gonna sit here and eat this bread. Whoever gave me this bread, I'm gonna sit here and eat this bread. That's what I'm gonna do. That's how that's gonna go. And then with my mom, we took my mom to dinner on Saturday night to celebrate early with her. Took her and John. I'm never doing that again because John is the worst in public.
Oh no! What happened?
He's horrible in public, and now he's always like this. So I don't know why I always forget. But he's so weird with the help. So we're in this restaurant. It's a nice place. It's one my mom picked. She wanted to go to, and it's me, my sister Misha, and our spouses, and of course John and Mom. And we get there and we sit down, and we're there for maybe a minute and a half. Brian, like maybe that long we're there.
Oh no.
And he grabs some girl who's running around, not even our server, just somebody who's just busy. Grabs her by the arm and goes, "What does it take to get some service in here?" And I'm like, "John, we've been here a minute and a half, and they're busy. Look at this place. Like, this is how this is. Plus, they're probably shorthanded because everybody is right now. So, what are you doing?" And he's like,
"How did they react?"
She was like, "Oh, I'll get your server." She was very nice and everything, but I felt really bad for her. And then later, the waiter comes and he's taking her order, and John goes, "I'll have the shrimp scampi." And he goes, "Oh, we're all out of the sauce that you put on that to make it shrimp scampi. But I could do the same noodles, the shrimp, and then a different sauce if you like." And he goes, like this. And I went, "He'll take whatever that other sauce is." I was getting really.
He just stepped in.
I got so annoyed, and there was a time later where he's also. Oh, the girl was gonna. This is later in the meal, and there were
It
two
won't
or
matter because it's gonna be full of spit anyway.
That's what I said. And when they walked away, I said, "Hey, Johnny, do you get spit in your food every time you go out? Is that what you do?" And then Ken starts laughing. I'm like, I go, "I'm telling you, dude." And we were all like mortified by his behavior. So then later, it's like 2 or 3 of these events happen. I try to ignore them. The end of the evening, they bring. He's got like half his thing left. And he says, "Yeah, I'd like a box for this." And she says, "Okay, no problem." So the girl comes over and says, "Here, let me take that for you. I'm gonna go box that up for you and bring it back." He goes,
"Yeah.
Wait a minute, I thought we were putting it in a box." And she goes, "Well, no, I am. We do that in the kitchen." And he goes, "Well, don't eat it." And then send her on her way. "Don't eat it," I said to John.
Telling the server not to eat his food?
Yeah, I said, "Really? You telling her not to eat it?" Now, maybe he was thinking he was funny, but by this time, this place did not think he was funny. And by the way, we're now overboard on our niceness because anytime a waiter would come or a server or fill our water, any of that, we're like, "Oh, thank you so much. You guys are great."
What you can to make up for it.
Yeah, so we're totally overcompensating. So at the very end of the night, Kim ducks out and runs back for some reason. I'm like, "Where'd she go?" She probably left her glasses or something. And she comes back. She goes, "No, I just told that guy I was really sorry for his behavior and gave him an extra $10 tip." That's okay.
Nice.
That was the way to do it. Oh, it sucked, Brian. It sucked. It sucked.
It does suck. I'm sorry to hear that. That's so rough.
So I'm not going with him out for dinner anymore. That's it. We're done. You're 90. He's 91 this year. You've had enough dinners with me. We're done. For hell's sakes. Anyway, so that was a thing, and that was a lot of fun. But then, okay, here's another one.
All right. Okay.
We're at the grocery store. We got to get
Yeah.
ice cream sandwiches for Kim's family thing. We're in charge of that for some reason.
Okay.
And we're in the grocery store, and we're in the ice cream section, and me and Carter are there, and we're standing by where the freezer is, you know, the aisle there. And we're just kind of looking, and there's a guy kind of trotting his way down with his cart, empty cart, just a dude in cargo shorts and a really tight T-shirt, far too tight than he should wear, but whatever.
Okay.
Who am I to judge? He's bringing that thing down the aisle, and he sees us, and he stops, and he just looks at us with this really stern face. And I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to?"
Did a tumbleweed go by first?
No, it's like one of those moments.
Yeah.
So I go. Oh, did you need to? Like, I'm kind of being just like, oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even finish the sentence. I go, did you need to? I'm kind of gesturing past us, and he's not moving or saying or doing anything. He's just looking in my eyes, and I went, okay, well, I'm gonna ignore that then, and he's gonna sit there. So we take our time for a minute. Out of the corner of my eye, I'm just like watching this guy. I'm like, what is this guy doing? He's just standing there looking at us.
Still watching you guys.
Still watching us. So I grabbed the ice cream and I walked away, and he stood there and his head followed us away from the aisle, and then he proceeded. What the hell was
my
that?
God.
What
Wow.
was that?
He wanted that aisle to himself because he was gonna, the frozen peas turn him on, basically. He's
only
waiting for clear aisle.
The only thing I could think of was maybe we got in front of where he wanted to go. And that
But you guys still, you wouldn't take up the entire width of the aisle.
No.
You left room for him to get around you. I'm sure.
Absolutely. There was nobody else
Yeah.
in the aisle anyway. So he could have gone around the back of us. And if he was looking to go into that same door, I gave him the opportunity. He was like, oh, excuse me, sorry. And then no response, like nothing.
Yeah.
That's the part where he really lost me, is when he just didn't say anything. He just stone-faced me.
Oh my
So what
God.
the frick, dude?
A lot of people in the chat room are saying that maybe he was a starstruck fan that was like, "Oh my God, it's Scott and family. I don't know what to say."
I'm gonna almost guarantee that wasn't it. I'm
just
more
by the way he was looking at you.
Yeah, just those face he was making. Unless he has resting rage face or something, which I've never heard of. But he looked really pissed. And the only other explanation I have is either we got right in his way and it annoyed him, and he was just like gonna be a pisser about it. It didn't matter what we said, or he was like, maybe he just didn't want to. Maybe he's still like COVID shy and didn't want to be around anybody or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a mask on, so I'd think he'd have that on if he was feeling that way. So freaking, I don't know, dude. That guy, guy in the Harmon's location off Bangerter, we salute you with a big thumbs up. Good job on your weird
Wherever you
ass
may
thing.
be. If you are a listener, please speak up. But it doesn't. sound like
If you are a listener and you want to clear this up, I have no problem. Call me. But my gosh, right now I almost registered a complaint. I should have. There, you had a short one, a quarter of a complaint.
Have a
registering.
complaint. The bigger complaint was John taking John to a restaurant.
So did you do any mom stuff? What'd you do?
Yeah, we took Tina. Well, I took Tina to a Mexican food restaurant Saturday night. Same thing, right? Because trying to get a reservation on Sunday, and places are going to be overfilled and understaffed, and it's just going to be difficult. So we went and got Mexican food on Saturday night because she's basically like her favorite kinds of foods: Mexican, Italian.
Oh yeah.
Mine, probably sushi and Mexican, like in that order. But
So then you come together on Mexican.
we
then,
come
and
together
you're
on
all good.
Mexican, exactly.
That's great.
But we went to a place that used to be or is by where we used to live, by our old house before we moved into where we're at now.
Yeah.
And back then it was called La Estrellita, which is Little Star, the Little Star. And now it's Corona. It took over. It got bought by another company. Not Corona beer, but just it just is now hitting me. Okay, maybe this might explain something. But it's got new owners. They completely redid the inside about 7 years ago, and changed a few of the menu items, changed a little bit of the food, kept a lot of the same servers and wait staff. But we get in there and we come into the parking lot, look around, and there's 4 cars here, and it's a Saturday night. This is like prime dinner time in Arvada. I'm not sure what's going on. So we go in. Oh, yeah, table for 2? Yep, absolutely. Take us to a table. We're in a room with about 20 tables, 4 of which are filled.
Weird.
I'm like, okay. They come over, ask what we want to drink. we give them our drink order. They bring some chips and salsa. Immediately, I pull out my phone and pull up Yelp and say, like, all right, let's see, Corona, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, mid-grade. A lot of ones in the last year. And I looked and see why. It's like service was terrible. We sat around for, maybe John left one of these. We sat around forever before our server finally came and asked what we wanted and da-da-da-da. Then one person complained, I had to make my own tacos. And I'm pretty sure they just ordered the fajitas and they didn't realize it.
Yeah, that isn't. That person didn't make their own tacos. They think they did, but they didn't.
They think they did, exactly.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
It just dawned on me as I was saying the name. Maybe people stayed away from this restaurant because it's called Corona for the last couple of years.
Did they change it right before the thing?
They changed it only like 7 years ago. So it was it had been a Corona restaurant, for since 2015 or something.
I'd be very curious about that, if that like actually affected their door traffic.
It'd be really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, or sad actually, I guess.
Yeah, either way. What was how was it? Was it all right? The food
was great. Yeah, I had a guacamole tostada and a chili relleno. Tina had something similar, but the food was really good. They, if the Yelp scores scared these people, they kept coming by and making sure that we were well taken care of and all that stuff. So,
this is great. Now you've got a place that's super conscientious, but no one knows about it yet. So anytime you go there,
maybe we can maybe we can take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And then yesterday was going out and visiting my mom. We installed an air conditioning unit, or not really a swamp cooler, but it's one of those that you plug in, mounts it in a window, you screw it into the sides.
Like the one Kramer dropped off into it fell off and hit that lady.
Not quite that big, but yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we went to Tina's mom's house and we spread mulch. So it's really like it was go visit the moms, do one chore for each of them, and then leave.
Weird. That is kind of weird, isn't it? Doing that.
It is, yeah, exactly.
I mean, you probably didn't plan that, or you didn't know that was going to happen. But look at you.
No, we didn't know it. I knew. My mom texted me earlier that morning. Could you help me install my AC? That's not how she talks or anything. But so I'm like, oh yeah, no problem. Because I basically, at one point, one of my trips over there every summer and every fall is going to be to either install it or take it down. And so I kind of was ready for this. But spreading the mulch, no idea that was coming. But Tina's mom bought like 8 bags of mulch, and we had to. This was like total video game Brian. I'm like, okay, well, rather than cut the bags up here, let's put the bags, put the bags in the places where they're going to need to cover.
Sure.
So we can make sure that they're kind of equidistant, and then Tina can go around, cut them, and I'll walk behind her and just hork up each bag so it dumps its mulch all over the place, and then Connie can come by with the rake and spread it around.
It's a good idea. It sounds like it would work. Yeah.
It was efficient, so we could get out of there quicker.
Well, that's good. You didn't have to deal with any big get-togethers or anything.
No, none whatsoever. Yeah,
you're lucky.
It was
You're lucky.
all little small groups.
Mine was fine. It's mostly, you know what I end up doing? I end up going to these things. All the adults, they want to talk. I don't want to talk to them.
You hang out with the kids, don't you?
I hang out with the kids. I talk to Owen, who's 17 and stoked about his new scooter, and also he's rebuilding an engine for something, and love talking to that kid. Now, the other kid, Oscar, he's starting to stream Minecraft on Twitch. Cool. He's super nervous about it, and I'm stoked for him. So I'm telling him all these ideas he can try.
That's great, yeah.
Yeah, it's so much better, dude. Adults are boring. They're boring. They're all like, well, our company recently had a PR. It's like, geez, okay, all right. I don't want to hear about any of this.
Yeah, we just restructured.
Yeah, we did some restructuring. I've got a new middle management position. It's like, okay, great. I don't want to talk about it, though. I'd rather talk to this kid about his scooter. For real. Because kids are cool, man.
Kids are cool. I'm with you.
Anyway,
totally with you.
I got an email to read this morning because that's just the mood we're in.
Yeah.
It's
we like hearing from our listeners.
Yeah, it's from somebody named Torgash, which sounds like Torghast from WoW, but
yeah, it sounds like
sounds like an accident,
Yeah, like I'm hearing it now, and it's like, oh, yeah, that sounds painful.
You'll need an episiotomy for this Torgash.
Exactly.
Anyway, it says, hello, Scott and Borian, or Borian. I can't tell if it's a typo or if they did that on purpose.
I mean, the O is right next to the I, but he put the O before the R. I don't know. Maybe Borean Tundra.
Well,
maybe that's what it
could be Borean, and the Torgash thing. Maybe it's a WoW thing. Who knows? He says, Torgash here. You guys talked about MC movies a lot. I had a question. If use...
My rapper nickname is MC Moviesalot.
Oh, yeah, MC Moviesalot. There you go. Yeah, I'd go to one of your shows. He says, if yous were stuck on an island... This is how he's spelling these things. So maybe he did misspell your name. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, now it's starting to become a little more clear, yeah.
It's if yous were stuck on an island for the rest of your life and could only take one MCU movie with you to play there, which would it be? Torgash with an uppercase O for some reason. I think
tour gash.
I think maybe he just doesn't check his emails before.
I think so. I think it was just a quick dash off an email, hit send, boom.
Yeah, maybe.
Torgash ain't got time for autocorrect.
No,
ain't got time to fix those red squiggly lines or anything.
Ain't got no time for that. He says.
Exactly.
So you want to answer this? I couldn't think of a good answer. What do you take? What's the only one?
I probably would take Endgame because I feel like you get the most bang for your buck with Endgame. Like, I still count Infinity War and Endgame as one movie because it's a part one, part two, and you really don't have one without the other. However, I will concede that I can't take both of those with me to this deserted island.
If they put out a 4K Blu-ray combo double feature thing on one disc, then I think you could change it. But I agree.
So now I've got to take a 4K Blu-ray player and some sort of TV. I was thinking I would just get like this on an iPad that only had one movie on it, no games and no Wi-Fi.
Well, in that case, what if the two files were stitched together? Then it counts.
Oh, there
as
we
one.
go. Yeah, perfect.
All right, so you just So you know what? That's probably the best answer. I can't. There's not one to beat that. That's the most like. Bring everybody together that we love. Let's do a big, huge thing that we're all doing. Let's make every character gets a big chunk of cool screen time. In Infinity War, Thor is a badass. In Endgame, he's kind of a piece of shit.
It's true, yeah.
What else are you going to ask for? I think that's good.
Exactly. But it's got everybody you love. Everybody you love in that movie, yeah.
Chat room makes a point. If you can stitch those two together, why wouldn't you stitch all MCU movies together? You have 29 movies all stitched together. How would that?
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Like if we're bending the rules on stitching two movies together, why not all 29?
Oh, the rule would be you can stitch them together, but like an 8-track, you can only fast forward, and you can't rewind. You have to go all the way to the end of the.
Oh, I have to watch them. I can't say, I feel like I'm in the mood for Civil War. No, I have to.
You have to scrub for it like you would on like a VHS tape.
Oh God.
Yeah,
okay.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Jeez.
Like, I'm in Iron Man 2. I'm looking for freaking Guardians. Where is this thing?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, now you got to watch Thor: Dark World. Ah.
What do you mean? Why does Scott hate Owen Wilson? I'm gonna watch Loki. Calm down. It's happening. All right. Sooner than you think.
I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah.
Prior to going and seeing Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
You probably. I wouldn't say Loki is required beforehand, and you've already seen WandaVision, of course, and What If.
Yeah.
Those are probably the most important ones to see. Oh, Captain Marvel might be good to see before you see.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one I definitely have not seen.
Yeah. I would say, and without giving anything away, that might be a good one to see beforehand.
You had such a hesitation there that I thought
I know. I was just trying to word it carefully.
Big knowledge bomb was about to fall out of you.
That's right.
I was excited for
exactly.
that. All right. Well, guess what? Our old pal Brian Dunaway joins us as he does every Monday and Wednesday, at least the days we're here, and plays a little game with us. Hi, Brian. Welcome to the show.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hey, man.
Oh, hi, Brian.
Hey, man.
How are you guys doing?
You know, not as good as you. Listen to you. You sound all hypered up and ready to rock. What's going on in your head?
It's Monday.
Yeah.
All new week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All new mistakes.
Exactly. A new week to get a fresh start on all those mistakes you know you're going to make.
Hey,
Check back on Wednesday. We'll see how it's going.
Yeah, no kidding. Actually, I was going to ask you a question. So we're on Play Retro tomorrow. We're doing Dragon's Lair up and pretty much all the kind of quick time
yes, full motion videos, FMVs.
Yeah, Space Ace, all that stuff. And I know you were streaming Dragon's Lair. Did you actually get to the princess and get her out of her ball and all that, or what?
Are you kidding me? Of course not.
Fantastic.
I'm no good at Dragon's Lair, but I did have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say I had a lot of fun. I had some fun.
I have a crush on that girl that you have to save. Or I used
Well,
to.
of course you do. It's Daphne. She's modeled after Marilyn Monroe and Random Memories of Blonde Bombshells, apparently, according to the trivia.
Ralph Bakshi knew how to draw characters you wanted to be with.
You mean Don
You mean
Bluth?
Don
You're
Bluth.
thinking about
Sorry, Don
something
Bluth.
else.
I'm sorry, Don Bluth, not Ralph Bakshi.
Also, although Ralph Bakshi, he knew how to.
You did it too, yeah.
Oh, they all did it. We watched Heavy Metal this past weekend for Film Sec.
Yeah.
If you want to get.
Yeah, but that didn't. Did that have? That didn't have Ralph Bakshi.
Oh no, I had no Bakshi.
It did not. But we were going down the list of 70s animators that drew sexy ladies.
Yeah, that was a common thing back then. And boy, if you want more nipples for your dollar, watch metal or heavy metal.
Heavy Metal.
Good Lord.
1981's Heavy Metal.
Yeah, there were many nipples.
Watch a bunch of nipples drawn by people who've never seen nipples before.
It sure
One
felt
of them
like
had
it.
like a flower shaped. It was unique.
Yeah. Unique is one way to put it.
Which made me ask a question. It's like, have I seen all the boobies? I don't know. Maybe it's
maybe. Right.
I thought I had seen all the varieties, but
Yeah,
I've certainly seen my man nipples enough.
Sure. Yours are like a little eraser tips. They're great.
Oh, you think that? Is that what you think?
Like a nub at the end of a paper mate.
Like those, those extendable ones you get on the mechanical pencils. You got to pull those out a little bit. Anyway, that's disgusting. Let's move on. Hey, Brian.
Oh my.
Why don't we play a game here? This is the morning half-asses. Always a fun time, but I don't know how it works until you tell us. So tell us.
Well, I'll tell you. Welcome to the Morning Half-Asses, as you just said. A trivia game where I'm actually going to be giving you guys the answers. I'm going to be giving Scott and Brian a category and 6 possible answers, 3 of which are correct and 3 that are incorrect. Depending on how confident you two feel with your category, you can provide 1, 2, or 3 guesses. But if you get any of those guesses wrong, you get 0 points for that round. If you guess 1 and get it right, you get a point. Guess 2 and get them right, gets 3 points. And if you guess all 3 correct answers and get them right, you get 5 points. The player with the most points after 3 rounds wins the prize for their contestant. And I'm pulling contestants from members of the Tadpool that aren't able to listen live. And I'm sure as confused as Claire gets with this, she's even more confused standing in the shower. Yeah. Scott, you're going to be playing for Jeff in Richmond. And Brian, you're going to be playing for Craig in Rock Hill, South Carolina. How far are you from Rock Hill?
I'm about a couple hours. It's not too far.
Not too far.
Right.
Yeah, I know Craig. Yeah, me and Craig are tight.
Oh, well then if you know him, do you call him Craig or Craig? Which way do you do it?
Yeah, Craig.
Craig?
You heard what I said. Craig.
Craig.
Yeah, you're trying too hard. It's just you say it as fast as possible.
I just say Craig. And you guys say Craig.
That's what I said. What are you saying?
You say Craig. I say Craig.
No, I said Craig.
Oh.
Craig.
This is an extension of a longer conversation we've had for weeks, and we're still trying to figure out the Craig thing. But anyway, it's all good. Well, excellent.
Right.
I like Virginia. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, and this week we're giving away Goner and Overgrowth to the winner on Steam.
Oh, those are both excellent games. Those two games.
Goner's great.
Both of those. Overgrowth and Goner are 2 of my favorites of recent years. They're very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The runner-up is going to get System Shock Enhanced Edition.
So, what's enhanced about it?
A bigger wiener.
Yeah, exactly. It's the den to put it in heavy terms.
I think of penises.
There you go. Brian didn't really say that in real time. Anyway, okay. These are all very good prizes. They're all going to be winners today.
Let's go here. First question for both of you and 6 possible answers. Places that have been wrapped in fabric by the artist Christo. You remember Christo, big in the 80s and 90s for wrapping things in fabric?
I don't remember this at all.
I thought you were talking about what my grandma used for making biscuits.
Oh, Crisco.
I got you.
Oh.
I'm with you.
I don't remember this guy at all. Wrap things in plastic?
Really?
Yeah.
He wrapped things not in plastic, in fabric.
Oh, I don't have any recollection of
this. All right. Well,
dude.
Here's your choices. Maybe
Is
you
it
can
the
guess
guy
your
who
way through
did
this one.
the island stuff? Like he would like that thing. It's the most famous one where he like wrapped a whole big island in plastic or something.
You might be thinking of the guy.
Giving away the tips. Am I giving away the tips?
You might be. Your choices are the Sydney Opera House in Australia, Golden Gate Park in San Francisco, Port Neuf Bridge in Paris, the Meiji Shrine in Japan, Biscayne Bay Islands in Miami, and the Reichstag in Berlin.
Are you and as usual, 3 of these are correct. Yeah.
3 of these are correct. 3 of these
Why
are
it's called
lies.
the half passes and not 3/4 asses, Scott?
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I don't know.
I think you should throw it one day, make it a 3/4 asses. That'd be fun.
I'm gonna say
Right,
no.
so 4 of the answers are right.
I'm locking into some of these. I'm like, there's no way they'd be allowed to do this. You know?
Right. You guys both said the Biscayne Bay Islands in Miami, and that is correct. Brian kind of helped you out with that one.
Yeah.
My bad.
However, the other ones you said, the Sydney Opera House, the Golden Gate Park, and the Meiji Shrine are 3 incorrect answers. He actually did rep the Reichstag and the Pont Neuf Bridge in Paris.
I should have thought of those.
Did they know he was going to do it?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I can't imagine he doesn't clear this with people before he does it.
Well, like I said, I only know about the island things. I've seen pictures and stuff. I remember seeing
Where
that.
did this dude get all the? Where did he get all the fabric? What's that?
Joanne.
Just Joanne's? Okay. They have a
married to
sale.
Joanne.
Yeah, that makes sense. Him and
Are you going to use all that fabric to make your moo-moo?
Hey, Joanne, honey, I'd like some fabric. All right. Excellent.
All right, so it's all right. It was a good warm-up for you guys. Let's go to...
So is that floating in the ocean somewhere right now, I wonder?
Oh, no. I mean, he cleans it up. He takes the fabric off of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a Christo apologist. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. I guess he's dead now? Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, he is dead? Oh, that's too bad. Did they wrap him in fabric?
I hope so. I hope they wrapped him in fabric and buried him.
Yeah, no kidding.
That'd be great. All right, question number 2. Jobs before they were president. So I'm going to tell you a president and a job, and you're going to tell me if that was the actual job they had before they were president. Gerald Ford, male model. Abraham Lincoln, bartender. Thomas Jefferson, veterinarian. Oh, it even rhymes even. James Garfield, church organist. Calvin Coolidge, mattress salesman. And Grover Cleveland, executioner.
Oh, I like all
Holy
these answers.
shit.
Oh, but they all seem so believable. We have a lot of presidential questions. I really need to get out my presidential books and start studying them.
You got some presidential books?
Yeah, I got some books on the presidents because it seems like it always comes in trivia. There's always some trivia question.
It really does come up a lot here. I don't know why, but it really does.
It's not just here; it's everywhere in trivia stuff. It's always like, yeah, what did this president do? I'm like, I don't know. I was asleep.
I'm gonna guess 2 of these. Hold on.
I'm guessing 2 as well. Then.
Yeah, I'm locking those in. I don't think
I'm locking them in.
All right, you guys are both locked in. Yeah. Gerald Ford, male model, is correct. Grover Cleveland, executioner, is correct.
Know that. I didn't.
However, the other 2 you guys said, James Garfield, church organist, and Thomas Jefferson, veterinarian, are not correct.
Damn it!
Oh, that
Abraham Lincoln really was a bartender.
Huh.
Yeah,
the Gerald Ford one. I should have gone for Gerald Ford because he's, of course, it's too weird to not be true. I should have done that.
Right. Oh, plus have you ever seen any pictures of him young? He's a freaking fox.
Really?
He's hot. Yeah.
Wow, okay. He's such a goo ball when he's.
I love that old Ford model.
Yeah. Gerald Ford young. I got to see this real fast. Hold on. Gerald Ford
man,
young.
he's a handsome fella.
Yeah, look at him, Mr. Football guy and cool hair. He's a hubba man.
hubba.
Wow. All right. I'm a little surprised by him. Little blown away by that. All right. Next one.
Okay. Wow. We got 0 points going into question 3. So I hope one of you scores a point on this one. Mm-hmm. Here's your choices, or here's your clue.
What happens? We haven't failed in a tie on this before, have we?
We haven't, but I'll just take one more game and make it 2-2 games for each of our players. They'll get
okay.
All right. Works by Mark Twain. So these are books by Mark Twain, or works by Mark Twain. Mm-hmm. Your choices are Tom Sawyer, Detective; Huckleberry Finn, All Grown Up; Top Frog; The Brave Tin Soldier; The Prince and the Pauper; and A Tramp Abroad.
A Tramp Abroad. I like that idea.
Shit.
I like that idea.
Well, I love the idea, but I don't have confidence in any of this, so I'm just going to choose
I don't
one.
either.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with those 2, and I'm probably screwing myself and Craig. Craig.
All right.
Craig.
You guys have locked in on The Brave Tin Soldier, Huckleberry Finn, All Grown Up, and Hop Frog. All 3 of which are not.
Oh my gosh!
But works by Mark Twain. Yeah, the 3 you didn't choose: Tom Sawyer, Detective; The Prince and the Pauper.
He did The Prince and the Pauper? I had no idea.
Wow. And The Tramp Abroad. Brave Tin Soldier was Hans Christian Andersen, and Hop Frog was Edgar Allan Poe.
I do remember this Tom Sawyer Detective. That seemed like such clickbait. I didn't believe it, but now
I still don't believe it.
Now.
It's crazy.
I've heard of Tramp Broad though. I've never heard of
Hop
that.
Frog sounded like something he would have done. It just sounded sounded Twainy to me.
It does.
My new book is called Hop Frog.
All right, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do a little tiebreaker.
All right, tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker question. This is a closest to the pin, not Price is Right rules. So if you do go over, that's fine as well.
All right.
First person. Well, here's what we'll do. Scott, you'll give a guess, and Brian will take the over/under on it. All right.
Okay.
Okay. In minutes, how long can an emperor penguin stay underwater?
Oh, geez.
Spoiler, not hours.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. All right. 30 minutes is incorrect. Brian, is the actual answer higher or lower than 30 minutes?
I'm going higher.
Higher than 30 minutes is incorrect. An emperor penguin can stay underwater for 22 minutes. You were very close, Scott.
Nice.
So
Scott,
it was close.
Scott wins.
Yeah.
And that means that
I think if the emperor penguin tried a little harder, he could make it more
probably
than 30
could.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
He could work it out. He can sure stand and sit on an egg for a long time. Why can't he swim longer?
That's right, exactly. So congratulations, Jeff in Richmond. You are getting Goner and Overgrowth. But Craig, you are getting System Shock Enhanced Edition.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's just a remastered and enhanced. That's interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know what it means. It probably means it's 4K and up to res textures and all that.
Updated graphics.
Yeah, but it's one of the greatest games I've ever made. So you're still getting one of the best games ever. So you're good.
Exactly.
Well done, Jeff and Craig, whichever way you prefer it. You're both winners, so we got to play this.
Winner, chicken dinner.
One of you just won slightly more than the other one. That's all. That's how we look at this. Everyone gets a trophy here at the TMS Party Town.
I'm looking at this System Shock Enhanced, and I'm thinking, that's pretty hot.
Yeah, that's a good game. Did you ever play System Shock? You should.
Ford hot. Look at that.
System Shock is the granddaddy, I would say, of, I don't know, maybe Half-Life 1 counts as well, but like this weird, like BioShock is a sort of a direct descendant of this stuff. So if you like that, you'll love System Shock. System Shock's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And they're doing a new one soon. It's not this year, though.
System Shocker.
No. System Shockiest. I don't know what it is. It's a new one.
Play that game with 3 fingers.
Anyway. Oh, jeez. So there you have it. Brian Dunaway, tomorrow night afternoon, that is, we do our Play Retro show live at 3:30 Mountain Time here on the Frog Pants Network, frogpants.tv. And like you said before, we're doing all that FMV real-time action things that we used to do back in the day. You'd pay 50 cents to play Dragon's Lair or
and that
Space
was more
Ace.
than the other video games at the time. It was expensive as they made a joke to in the shortest things.
The shortest damn game you could play too, right? Because it's like you know, it's like if you missed on that first stupid horse on the chessboard or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Well, you
ran
had
right into the fire.
You usually had 3 lives, but it was like they would go.
Just went so quick.
They would go so quick if you didn't know what the frick you were doing. Like,
exactly.
There was a dip switch in there for 3 to 5 lives, and when I played it this past week, I flipped that puppy to 5 lives because I wasn't doing well. And it's all quick time events. You gotta be fast on it. But the most entertaining part of Dragon's Lair is watching Dirk die. That's
amazing deaths. Yeah,
are the reward.
Yeah.
For not getting to play any longer.
I feel like those.
I like
modern...
when he it turns into a skeleton and then his bones slowly.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, don't drink the potion. Spoiler: don't drink the potion.
Don't drink the potion ever. Oh my lord! Don't drink that potion. You're screwed. You'll turn green, then fall apart. It's very good. So we're going to talk about that and all the other games kind of like it from that era tomorrow on Play Retro, a show all about retro gaming. Hey, Brian, kiss our butts and go.
You.
No, you.
No, you.
Okay, there we go.
You kiss our butts.
No, and you. Why don't you tell me which butt you'd like to kiss? Okay. We're going to go ahead and dive into a little bit of news coverage today. It's our duty as journalists here to make sure we cover the news a little bit. So here we go.
I don't watch the news.
Today's news is brought to you by
Seancaster and the Cheap Seat Reviews podcast. Find it where you get your podcasts. Get more information at facebook.com/cheapseatreviews.
Very nice. All right, a drone carrying a bag of handguns.
I'll do all the Foley work for
all
this
right,
one.
This is great. From the United States. Give me a little...
I want a cheeseburger. I'm hungry. I want to eat some Twinkies.
You went with a diet. That's good. That's good.
Because I already did the gun sound effect.
Yeah, no, you're right. We're all. You got to go to the next thing. And then it was sent to Canada is where these guns were going. Give us a little Canada. Yeah, that's good.
Canada.
It was on its way to Canada, and it was intercepted by a tree. So that's a.
I got no sound effects
You got
for trees.
nothing
Sorry.
for trees. Oh man. All right. Well, that's all right. Ontario Provincial Police, which is such a fruitball way of saying your thing.
They're the OPP. Are you down with the OPP?
No, not you know me. I guess. Anyway, they're trying to figure out who sent a shopping bag full of handguns across the Canadian-U.S. border via drone and who was supposed to receive the illegal package. Police officers were contacted on Friday by a large drone stuck. I'm reading truck and stuck for some reason. In a tree along the St. Clair River port near Lambton, a small village on the Canadian side of the river, about 40 kilometers south of Sarnia, Ontario. Anyway, when the OPP arrived to investigate, they found more than just a drone. Attached to it was a plastic shopping bag, and inside were 11 handguns, which investigators believe were coming from the United States. Anyway, they had to get some help to get it down. They did. They still don't know who it was going to or why it was going there. There's a picture here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Of a drone stuck in a tree with a...
I think it's just the guns out of the tree.
Oh, it's just the...
Like post-retrieval.
Oh, my God. Look at that. Wow.
But it really is
it's
just like a
it's just
shitty
a
Walmart bag.
paper
kind of thing.
plastic shopping bag. Plastic...
It must have been like a short... Oh, there's the drone. Okay. They must have meant it to be really short trip, like just get it over the border and then somebody snagged a tree and boom, all the guns are gone. So,
jeez.
That's what happens.
Sorry about your guns.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll get you some more. We'll get you more guns. It's okay. Garth Brooks in the news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know him. He's the singing cowboy man.
Dude, got a head like a honey-baked ham.
Yeah, big old head. Married to the...
I've actually seen Garth Brooks in concert, believe it or not.
Oh, my Lord. What
Not
brought...
voluntarily. Well, it was part of a benefit gala for the medical company that my mom worked for, that she did credentialing for. And so she's like, you want to come and be my plus one? I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. And sure enough, it was Garth Brooks playing a concert for these people. And it was great. He did his whole... Like, he did the show that he did on the Strip for a while, which is all covers of songs that he grew up on.
Oh, I didn't know he was... I had no idea he'd done that, or that he even had a residency in Vegas. That's news to me.
Yeah, it was a short-time residency in Vegas. I think at the Venetian, if I remember correctly. But and it was just basically like, it was all rock songs. It wasn't, maybe a couple country songs. But he'd like, hey, here's a Leonard Skinner that inspired me, and blah blah blah, and did all those songs.
That's cool.
Yeah,
well,
and then in the encores, he did all of his hits.
Him and his wife Trisha Yearwood seem like legitimately nice people.
They do,
from what I can tell. They seem like they're legit. They do a lot of charity work. They're but whatever the opposite of Chris Rock is, not Chris Rock. Mm-hmm. Who's the rock kid sings? I want to be a no, not.
Oh, Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Jeez.
Yes.
He's the whatever the polar opposite of Kid Rock is. That's
that's a very good. I like that analogy. That's a very good comparison.
Feels right to me. And my wife really likes his wife because she cooks and does a show on the Food Network, and she really likes her her show. And once in a while he'll come on there, or their kids, and they'll eat whatever she makes.
Isn't there a kid named something Rock?
Yeah. I could not think of it. It was just not going to come out, man. Word constipation.
Love it.
All right. Anyway, here's the deal. His recent concert, so thunderous, so loud, Thunder Road, that it registered as an earthquake in Louisiana. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Just east of the Mississippi River in Baton Rouge, which is Red Stick, I believe.
That's correct. Yep.
Nestled in the Louisiana State University campus, country star Garth Brooks performed a local fan favorite song at a jam-packed Tiger Stadium. The crowd's furor was so strong, it registered as a small earthquake, according to the university seismograph.
Wow.
Yep.
But they don't tell us what the Richter scale for the Garth Brooks concert was.
They don't give us the number. Isn't that dumb? They should give us the number.
Yeah.
That stadium holds 102,000 people, and it was packed, I guess.
Jeez.
So it was enough that if you were anywhere in the surrounding
You felt it.
miles, you would have absolutely heard and felt this.
I hear he causes tremors in low places.
Yeah, way down, if you know what I mean. If you know what I'm getting at. Well, Garth Brooks, good luck to you, and may all your concerts register on the Richter scale. No, not the Richter scale, seismograph. Wait, Richter scale?
Well, same thing. I mean, the seismograph is the needle thing that, but it's
But what's the Richter scale?
Measuring. It is measuring on the Richter scale. The Richter scale is how you measure earthquakes.
But the seismograph is the device which gives you the scale.
I think the seismograph would tell you where it landed on the Richter scale.
Got it.
Would be my guess.
That makes sense now. That's also, just for the record, that's a huge stadium for university. That's enormous.
No kidding. Yeah.
That's bigger, isn't that?
Well, it's the LSU Tigers.
But isn't that bigger than like the Saints? What's that called? The what's that called? Where the Saints play? Where the Saints come rolling in? Or
where they come marching in? I don't know.
Shit. Superdome. Superdome? Whatever it is.
No, that's...
is it Superdome? Yeah, Superdome.
Is it the Superdome? Okay.
Oh, there's more people than that there? Okay. I may be just completely misgauging how big these things are.
You know what, though? It is big. So list of U.S. stadiums by capacity. Number 1 is Michigan Stadium. Like, all of these are... This kind of surprises me because a lot of these first several are... NCAA as opposed to NFL.
Oh, weird.
Michigan Stadium, 107,000. Beaver Stadium in Pennsylvania, 106,000. But we don't get to... Oh, there it is. Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, has a capacity of 102,321.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That is a lot.
That is
so
a
there you go,
lot
right
of
over,
people.
just over 102,000 people. The largest stadium for the NFL is MetLife, which only holds 82,000. So I guess you got to have...
Oh, weird.
And that's way down number 15. All the rest before that are NCAA college football stadiums. So I guess you've got to have more room for your college.
Well, now the colleges are a purely based business.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Get as many seats filled with people paying you money as possible. That makes sense to me.
For sure, yeah. That's interesting. Never would have guessed that.
Yeah, I also thought the Cowboy Stadium held like 100K plus. Chat, Tom
I
Norm.
thought so too. Yeah, let's see. That is Arlington, Texas. That's the AT&T Stadium. Only holds 80,000. It's number 22 on the list.
That's so weird.
Yeah, Lambeau Field in Green Bay, 81,000. FedEx Field, 82,000.
It's still so many.
Empower, which is the one here, Mile High, 76,000. So,
well, the more expensive the ticket, the smaller seating you can have. See. So you can have people spending $3,000 on a seat, and that's how you make money.
Fewer in there, yeah,
makes sense.
That is crazy. Man, if you would have told me to rank stadiums, I would have put all NFL stadiums way higher than any college football.
Yeah, wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Because it doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there are a lot of students and fandom and all that. But I don't know. That really does surprise me. That's crazy. Well, anyway, he Thunder Roaded himself right into the record books there, so well done, Garth Brooks.
Thunder Road was Springsteen. Thunder Rolls was Garth.
Yeah, Thunder Rolls.
And the Thunder Rolls.
And then he played there was actual like Thunder Foley in the song, wasn't there?
Oh, was there? Oh, yeah, yes, there was at the very beginning.
Yeah, which always annoyed me for some reason. I don't know why. I just felt like he was trying to get me excited about something. You know?
Right, exactly, yes. It's just a guy shaking a piece of aluminum.
Oh, I would love if it was just him doing that. That'd be great. That'd be great. All right, let's move on to this story. A Texas man. We talked about grass last week and how Vegas and Nevada on the whole is banning grass.
Starting to ban it, yeah.
Yeah, you can't have grass anymore. And by the way, I just want to add this side note to the grass banning thing.
Yeah.
I am all for this everywhere.
Oh, banning grass?
Yeah,
really?
And here's why. Grass, when it became a thing, like residential guy has grass in his yard.
Yeah.
That happened because this was a way for people to show off how much land they had compared to their neighbors. Because they put grass in a place where there's nothing else. And that was like you strutting around showing your stuff. Like, oh, I have a whole acre of grass. What do you have? Oh, I only have a quarter acre of grass. But that's more than this guy who's only got 5 feet of grass. Like, it was all just this, like, e-peen. Everybody swinging their wieners around with their grass. So if that's why we started this, let's just go zero-scape everything. Who gives a shit? It's a pain to work on. I don't like mowing it. Like, just get rid of grass.
So
dumb.
when I partially agree with you, right? Because of the upkeep and the work it takes. But I feel like if you were to put, all right, the xeriscaping would be preferable over like a fake, like a
turf.
It's AstroTurf kind of thing. Because with dogs, the last thing you want to do is like be fishing poop out from around these plastic. Like if they have some really bad poop, you just got to hose that thing down.
Yeah, no kidding. I didn't think of that. You don't want that. No, I'm with you there. Xeriscape would be the way to go.
Yeah. But you still want to have dogs like, lay. My dog would not go lay in the AstroTurf.
No,
She'd
that's true.
much rather lay in grass.
That's true. We'd be forced to go to parks and stuff where you would still have grass.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing it would do. It would overnight. Like if you could do this overnight, it would overnight solve anybody's drought issues. We'd be done. Because we would now have a surplus of potable water to the tune of trillions of gallons or something, maybe billions. So I think you could really make a dent there, but it ain't going to happen. There's too many people who are like, oh, I've got to go out and primp my properly primpness.
What do we do with golf courses?
They still can have whatever they got. See, that's what I'm saying. You can still have these like big
Parks
central
and stuff.
public spaces.
I would
parks.
actually say let's replace the grass in golf courses with AstroTurf and keep our lawns, because that has to use up a ton of water because they've got to really do the upkeep on those.
Oh yeah, I guarantee. Yeah, you're right. I think turf would be fine there, right? That'd be totally fine.
Yeah, I think so. Be totally fine.
But
playing golf on turf.
I really like a good xeriscaping. Somebody who really, I think you can get just as fancy as my point. Like people that go nuts over their yard right now, they can go just as crazy over a nice xeriscape setup. I would do that. Kim and I are talking about it.
I think it's xeriscaping with an I, not an O.
I always thought it was
could be
zero.
wrong.
It's not zero?
I thought it was X, or is it XERI scaping?
Scott's going to learn something today.
I think, or I'm going to.
Scaping.
Yeah, XERI scaping.
You are correct. Look at that. I've never known this. Like xeriscaping.
Yeah, X-ray scaping.
X-ray.
And you've learned a new word that you can use in Scrabble.
I really didn't know that was a thing. And I can use that in Scrabble. Whee!
Yeah.
Probably never happened, but once, you might get lucky.
Yeah, you'll have to build off somebody else's word, and I don't know what you would have to do, right? Because
yeah. What would you do? That'd be really hard.
Scaping is not a word.
Nope.
I don't know. Yeah, all right. This is a word that you probably are never going to be able to do in Scrabble.
You could do scape, but scape has an E, so that wouldn't work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, but that's still not a word, scape.
Scape isn't... Oh, scape by itself's not a word?
Scott did a scape room.
Oh, I got to tell everybody how much I love this thing I got. That's on PM or whenever we talked about it, I bought that. It was on sale for $11.
Oh, yeah.
It's called... Escape Simulator. That's what it's called.
Right.
And it's great. It's so good. It's really literally they put you in a room. It's an escape room game. But what's cool is constantly
is this VR. I meant to ask you when you texted me.
Not
about
VR.
this.
Just as far as I know, it's not. It's I think it's just straight whatever. But it's on Mac and PC. And you go into a room right now. I'm in these Egyptian themed rooms, and it's legitimately like challenging, and you can do it with multiplayer. So it's not just you. If you want, you can have 4 of you in there doing it. Yeah. But you can do it solo as well, and it's super challenging, really satisfying when you figure stuff out. There's clues everywhere, lots of stuff to grab. They even have a hint system, kind of like your phone call to the lady deal.
Yep.
That is very limited, so you don't want to use it all the time. It's real good. Totally impressed with it, and people are making all kinds of scenarios and putting them up there. So there's like a huge community around it, and it's rad. You'd love it, Ryan.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I totally would love it. I remember you texted me about it, and I meant to reply back and say, "What's it on?" But so it's Steam, or you
Steam.
just get it from? Okay.
Yeah, Steam, Mac and Windows on Steam. So
all right.
It's very,
by the way,
very cool.
People have found out that xeriscaping was coined by a Colorado water company.
Oh, really?
The phrase was,
Colorado Connection.
Colorado Connection.
Fantastic. All right, let's move on to this story here.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to finish this story. So a Texas man cut
yeah.
his grass.
Why did we get off on a tangent there?
Yeah, I meant to talk about his grass first. But anyway, a Texas man cuts grass before stealing his lawnmower. Not his lawnmower, somebody else's. So a Texas man apparently mowed the front and backyard of a home in Port Arthur before stealing said lawnmower. So he went there to steal the lawnmower, a riding mower, and decided to go ahead and do their lawn before he took it. Which I don't know what
That's
I think
awfully
about that.
nice. How nice.
In a weird way, it's nice. I mean, it could have been worse. Could have just peeled out of there, left a big divot in the grass, and never come back. But anyway.
Right.
Let's see. Marcus
And he missed a spot, for Pete's sake.
He did one of those little mohawks where you forget a little strip.
That'd be the worst because now you don't have a lawnmower to fix it.
Nope.
You got to get out there with the scissors.
Oh, man. My wife would do that because she hates the mohawk on grass. She gets so mad. If I leave any kind of little strip of that, she's like, I'm never letting you mow again. I'm like, I'm perfectly okay with that. Oh, my gosh, AV Tech John. What do we got there, buddy?
Wow.
That is a broken link is what that is, sir. Damn it, he says. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, okay. So what happened here? Okay, so there's surveillance of this Marcus Renard Hubbard. It's great name.
Yep.
Renard is when you have if you lose a testicle and they reattach it, that's a Renard. That's what they call that.
Let's you just get a Renard.
Yeah, you get a Renard.
It's a renewed nard.
Yeah, the renewing of a nard. Fancy surgery work there. Anyway, the surveillance camera shows him removing items from a residence on April 1st. That's joke's on them. He was then captured on video filling a lawnmower with gasoline, then mowing the property owner's yard, front and back, at night. And then you can see vehicles with their headlights being seen passing the home as he cuts the grass. Anyway, when they arrived at the house, he ran from the area while dragging the lawnmower. Oh, it wasn't a rider. It was just a regular one, like a handle.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Police found the mower in a nearby alley, but have yet to find Hubbard. Yeah, he's Hubbard is hard to find.
I was picturing a riding mower too, and just him like, so long, suckers.
It's such a better story.
Slowly down the street, yeah.
It's such a better story than him pushing it or pulling it. It doesn't work as well. All right, well, that's it for your news. We're going to take a break. When we come back, our good pal Steven Schleicher back yet again. He also saw Multiverse of Madness as well as Brian.
Yeah.
Probably have a thing or two to say about that and some other stuff, so stick around. Before that, a song selection from Brian Ibbett.
Yeah, oh, this is so cool. The Ramona Flowers have a brand new album coming out. This is the first single from said album, which is going to be called... What is the new album going to be called? It comes out at the end of the month, I believe, and it is called... I don't know, but all right, let's just leave it at that. Here's the first single from the new album. It's called California. Here are the Ramona Flowers.
Introducing the amazing Patty Chef from K-Tel. Patty Chef makes and stacks up to 8 hamburger patties quickly and easily. Simply put one of the reusable plastic discs in the tube. Now, put your fresh ground beef on the disc. Drop in another disc. Then using the plunger, press the meat into uniform patty. Imagine, no more mess, no more fuss.
Hey, come over here and farted on me.
The Morning Stream. The sugar and cream in your coffee. Aww.
All right, we're back, everybody. We don't know the album, but remind me that song again.
Yeah, it's just listed as a single. Maybe the album is as yet unannounced. The brand new single from the Ramona Flowers. It's called California, and you can have grass in California.
You certainly can. Icor, we're not spoiling anything. Promise.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so you don't have to worry about me. I'm the one that usually spoils things, so you'll be fine. We promise. You're all good.
Right.
Okay, let's get Steven in. Ah, shit. My brain just went blank. Major. That's why, because he's under major spoilers.
Under major spoilers.
Yeah, I always start typing Steven. That's how it goes. This is what I do, and then I push this button.
Steven.
Whoops, that didn't work. Hold on.
Steven Schleicher. Steven Schleicher.
Hey, look who it is. It's Steven Schleicher, our old pal from Hays, Kansas, and the headquarters of MajorSpoilers.com. Welcome back to the show, Steven.
Hello, Scott. Hello, Brian.
Hey, man.
Hello.
Did we have you last week? I don't remember.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
We did.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Time's all left up for me since Vegas. I can't keep track of anything. Don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, well, that's good. It's good to hear your sultry voice again and have you back here with us. May as well get this out of the thing to start with. You saw the Doctor Strange 2.
After 2 years of not going to the AMC theater, I finally went to the movie theater to see Doctor Strange and in the Multiverse of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
Our theater still sucks balls.
All right. Nick said the same
surprised.
thing. Nick went with his girlfriend and her family the other day to see it, and I said, he came back raving about the movie and all that. I said, awesome, how's the theater? He goes, oh, it's terrible. It's terrible in there. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what
that's
happened.
too bad.
Just garbage
Golly.
theaters. I wish I was Brian and had decent theaters near me, but I don't.
Yeah.
So the theater was bad, but how was the film in your opinion?
I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. I don't think it is. Honestly, I don't think that it's better than the first Doctor Strange movie. I will agree with people that say that you might have a better appreciation of the movie if you see the What If series. Definitely, you need to see WandaVision.
Yeah.
And you probably ought to watch Evil Dead 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Because I remember, as I tried to explain to my oldest son after he saw the movie twice, more on that later, but I was like, oh yeah, this is directed by Sam Raimi, the director of one of my favorite films of all time, Army of Darkness. I said, what you really need to watch, though, is Evil Dead 2, because so much of what Sam Raimi did in the first Evil Dead and the remake of Evil Dead 2 is clearly on display in this movie. Just his style and some of the gimmicks and his stuff that
you think he was just stoked that they let him do that? Like they're like, "Hey, man, you do you. Go ahead and give us a Sam Raimi movie."
Man,
it's so much more Sam Raimi than the first Spider-Man movies.
Yes.
Because those always felt like the Spider-Man movies felt to me like anybody could have made them. It was just Sam Raimi got the job, and that's great, good for him and everything. But it never felt like he was given the Raimi antidote or whatever. He wasn't allowed to go full Raimi.
The hard thing is, this movie has gone through so much since its first inception, in that it was completely rewritten.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
They brought in Sam Raimi after it was rewritten, and it originally started out to be more horror filled than what we ended up getting. And so I think the addition of Sam Raimi into the horror aspect of this movie was probably a smart choice. But when you think about that, this movie was supposed to come out a year and a half ago, and it's been pushed and delayed. That a lot of this stuff is, you can kind of see it on the screen.
Year and a half. I didn't realize that. Is that much delayed?
It's supposed to come out. What was it, like shortly after WandaVision? Which I guess WandaVision was only a year ago. So it may only be 6 months to a year late.
Still, that's a lot for a delay. I mean, it's doing really well money-wise, making big cash.
185 million.
Yeah, that seems good. Isn't that that beats the opening Batman weekend or no?
I have no idea. Oh, most certainly, yes.
Yeah, I think so. That did really. That right now is the highest of the year internationally. I don't know about U.S. box office, but internationally, the Batman is the current leader. But it sounded like this was right up its butt in terms of growth. So maybe it'll. Yeah, I guess next week will be the big. Or this weekend, I guess, if it's things are still going strong, that'll be the good sign of if it's going to stick around or whatever.
Do we have anything?
I'm
What's
sure
the next big
around.
the next big blockbuster to come out? Is it Jurassic?
Probably.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'd have to look and see.
What was the other thing I had my eye on? Oh, geez, I can't think of
I'm
it now.
gonna look it up. Rotten Tomatoes here and see what's upcoming.
I don't even know what the next Marvel thing is. Do we know that?
The next Marvel thing is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, Love and Thunder.
2 months.
That might be what I'm thinking of, and that's a ways off. Yeah,
that's July. Yeah, July 9th.
Top Gun comes out at the end of the month.
Oh, Top Gun. That was what I was thinking of. I'm actually excited about that. Talk about your delays. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, legit.
I took my youngest son, who's just turned 11, to see Doctor Strange. And after the Top Gun trailer, I had to lean over to him and say, the last time that Top Gun was in the movie theater, your mom and I were in high school.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, look, Top Gun has a special place for me. I felt like when I was a kid or younger, I guess I'd have been a young teen. I guess that movie, for whatever reason, it was like unlike Star Wars, which was like the real bringing of a blockbuster around the kind of fantasy or science fiction or that sort of thing. This was more like, it was more grounded. It had a realism thing going on with it, but it represented like the Tony Scott, Bruckheimer era of like, we're bringing big action to the movie theaters, and it's going to be in big, amazing shots, and they're shooting these actual planes, and it's not green screens. And to me, it was like really impactful back then. I don't know that I don't watch it that often, but I'm guessing that Top Gun 1 doesn't hold up for me the way I think it does.
You might be surprised.
Yeah. Maybe.
We got a not just a trailer, but a full-on scene from Top Gun before Doctor Strange in our theater. Probably yours as well, since you did AMC also.
I mean, it was a long trailer.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't say here's a scene from the upcoming movie?
No,
Okay.
they didn't. It was a straight up trailer. Our AMC is like the stepchild AMC of
It's like we do what we want. Yeah, we had a full on
really.
like
It's just like they'd rather not talk about ours.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Gotcha. We had like a 5 to 10 minute scene from the new Top Gun movie, and at the end they had to come back on and say, just a quick reminder, I know a lot of you are thinking that this was a scene from the first Top Gun, but no, this is actually a scene from the new Top Gun, even though it looks exactly the same, but it really is from the new one, not the old one.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
They didn't really do that.
But is it hard to tell, like in your mind?
It was very similar, yeah.
The actor that plays Goose's son is straight up just trying to same mustache, same haircut, everything.
It's what's his face from Whiplash.
Oh, is it?
Miles Teller.
That's ridiculous. They're trying to make him look like him. That's funny.
He does look like Goose. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious. When they make the ER reboot, they can put him in that too. Why not? Here's the thing, though. Like when I watched that trailer, it hit me, and I went and looked it up. Tom Cruise is officially older in this movie, like in real life, older than Tom Skerritt was in the first movie, and that's weird.
Really? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty weird. Anyway, that's a movie I'll see, but I'm not rushing to theaters for that. Are you kidding? I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'll see that at home. Well, all right. So did you say why your son went twice? Why is he so into it? What's the deal?
I guess he doesn't want to upset his friends because Friday night he went with one group of friends and then he didn't tell his other group of friends that he'd seen it. And they're like, hey, come and see this with us. And he was like, the movie's just okay, but I don't want to make them feel bad that I went and saw it without them. So he went and saw the movie a second time. So
that's good. He seems like a good kid.
It's nice, but I was just like, dude, if you don't want to see it, just tell your friends you don't want to see it.
Right.
And I said, and then afterwards I was like, we were out having Mother's Day lunch, and I said, did you do the old, I wonder if in this movie, blankety blank is going to happen to blank. And then have it happen, and your friends would be like, whoa, you're like,
how did you predict that? Wow.
Yeah. He said, no, I didn't want to do that.
That could have been pretty fun.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
All right, very awesome. I hope it does well because it's good to see the MCU continuing to
there's some pretty big things that happen in the movie that it will be interesting to see how they use those ideas in upcoming movies.
I got spoiled on one of them, and I wasn't mad. That's fine. I was actually really excited to hear what I heard. I won't say it.
Is it the one with Professor X in it? Only because we saw that in all the trailers.
Oh, was that in the trailer? I didn't even know that. No, it's not that. It's another one. Let's say I.
Oh no! Don't say any. Don't
I'm not
gonna
say anything.
anything.
I'm not gonna say
anything.
Yes. I'll just say I was really surprised to hear that. That was a good spoiler for me to hear.
There are. I should list with 2 spoilers. There are 2 in credit sequences.
Yeah.
The second one you don't really need to stick around for, but it is a nice.
It's
kind
funny
of,
though. I mean, it's shawarma, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's not actually shawarma, but it's kind of on that level of
it's
funny
pizza balls.
shawarma.
Yeah. I like shawarma once, and then I could never watch the shawarma scene again. That was
But that middle stinger, I think, is great, and I think it's going to be another thing that will really get Scott excited.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh. So Tom Hardy is Mad Max or what? What's going on?
I'm not saying anything.
All right. George Perez passed away, which is a real bummer. This is one of the greats in all comic book history, without any question, and no one would deny that. He's amazing. He's one of the greatest comic artists in the history of the medium, and also just a really great collaborator. Like a lot of writers are like, I wouldn't have had this idea without George, working with George, or I wouldn't have written it this way without George. And he was just amazing. And unfortunately, the guy passed away, had pancreatic cancer.
Pancreatic cancer, and that's an
died
aggressive one.
Died at 67. So two great artists, George Perez and Neil Adams last week that we talked about at age 80. When George Perez was asked what comic book hero or what comic book character do you want to draw, he said all of them. And of course, if you look at any of his covers of major crossover events, whether it be Avengers versus JLA or Crisis on Infinite Earths, it's like everybody everywhere all at once. So
Oh, that run of the new Teen Titans, one of my favorite series story arcs of all time.
Still good. And if you have the app, they have that whole thing on there. It's totally worth reading if you haven't read it. It's very, very good, even though they have the dumb boots. I hate those boots, but that was a thing of its time.
The boots that had the big flip fold over.
Yeah, it's a thing of its time, and that's okay.
It was. Captain America had them too. Yeah.
Sure, but George Perez, one of the greats, sadly passed away, and there's lots of tributes out there. Lots of other comic artists, people like Jim Lee and Alex Ross, and some of the other current greats are all praising this dude. And apparently he was like, take time out of anything to talk to a fan. Didn't matter who came up to him. Never one of those guys that was like, ugh, these people, these sweaty plebeians, I need to get out of this hotel or whatever. He was always really, really cool that way, and really, really kind. So
it has been very hard to find a copy of the Justice League versus the Avengers crossover, just because it's so hard to get both companies to agree on reprints and everything. But was it a year and a half ago or 2 years ago when Perez announced that he had pancreatic cancer? They said, well, what if we re-release this in one, trade paperback, limited edition, hardcover, 5,000 copies.
Yeah.
And it comes out, I believe, this week or next week.
Oh.
And so you're going to bet that there's going to be a big run on people trying to get that. If you didn't pre-order, you're probably not going to get it.
Yeah, I would assume that's going to go quick and not be reprinted, probably, unless, I don't know.
No,
maybe.
I doubt it's ever going to be reprinted ever again.
Okay. Well, good luck to everybody getting that. And also our best to his family. I mean, they knew it was coming, but still.
Oh, yeah.
It's rough. Yeah. There's also a new Doctor Who. And I don't know this guy. So you tell me about this new dude. What's
you
his
do.
deal?
You actually do know him because you watched Sex Education, that UK series about the kid who starts teaching his high school class sex education secretly.
Oh, this is the really super gay kid.
The flamboyant friend, his friend, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was announced yesterday morning, early in the morning, to be the new Doctor in the next season of Doctor Who. And a lot of people are excited about it. He is the second person to play a black doctor. The first one being the fugitive doctor from 2 seasons ago, I want to say. A lot of people very excited about this. And
very young. He's only 29 years old. Does that make him the youngest actor to play?
I don't think so. I want to say Matt Smith may have been younger when he played. Let's see.
Matt Smith has a way of looking old, even though he's not.
I know, right?
Yeah. Like in the new Game of Thrones thing he's in, the spinoff, he looks old.
He was 26. He was 26 years old.
Really? Okay.
When he played the Doctor. He was 3 years younger than Peter Davidson, who is his father-in-law.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
In a statement, his name is, we haven't said his name, it's Nkuti Gatwa?
Nkuti Gatwa.
Yeah, he's a Scottish actor. He's from Scotland, but, obviously born to parents from a different place. It says here, this role and show means so much to so many around the world. I am deeply honored, beyond excited, and of course, a little bit scared. Well, I'm excited. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Was everyone pretty happy with Jodie? What's her name?
I thought she was great. Jodie Whittaker.
I thought she was fine. Yeah, she was great.
Yeah.
But there's always going to be people that are detractors because
of course.
She was a woman, and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm sure a lot of these same things are being popped up about Gatwa. So go watch the show for yourself when it comes out, and then base it the decision there, not on color of skin or orientation,
gender, or
anything
any
like
of that.
Yeah.
I need to. I mean, I'm so far behind. I wouldn't know where to start. Still don't know where to start. Brian always says start with what's his name, but I did that and then I fell off.
Start with
I haven't
Eccleston.
since.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything since. So.
Oh.
I'm not one of your Doctor Who people, I guess.
Tennant for me still is the best of the new run. Although I really liked Eccleston, I really liked Capaldi, but Tennant was my jam.
Zoe corrected me there. David Tennant and Peter Davidson are related through marriage.
Pete Davidson, the comedian?
No, Peter Davidson, the previous.
Oh. It's like, how is that guy getting around that much? I don't like it. Something wrong over there.
Kardashian, Ariana Grande, and now he's related to Doctor Who. What?
Well, all right then. We'll look forward to seeing how that all plans out. And in the meantime, Majorspoilers.com, always a place to go to get your latest in comic news, pop culture, and otherwise. And Steven, I'm sure there's something going on right now. You want to mention what's going on?
Well, it's going to be hot today here, like 96 degrees. So I'm going to encourage everyone to go into a cool, clean movie theater and stay hydrated.
Yeah, do that. It's going to be like it's like a high of 50 for us. What's going on?
Oh, really? Yeah, we're going to be in the 80s, low 80s, high 70s today.
We're in a cold front. I don't know what's going on.
I
All right,
guess so.
well,
that's coming this way, I'm sure.
Either way, stay hydrated. Okay, there he goes. All right, there you go. Hey, we got a mashup today from our good pal Jamie the mashup guy, and we love it. He does great work here for us each and every week, and we're no different today. This is one that's actually called Too Many Teeth, and it's a UC, which stands for Unnecessary Censorship.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh,
so,
God.
Bunch of fake swears. Enjoy. So far, I really like mine a lot. And
I play with mine almost every day.
I do, actually. I play with my almost every day, and it's great. I don't know what these strap things are. That must be for the... Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, to like strap your down.
Big black rubber... I want to learn how to like my dad did.
I can buy you a drink and we can... or shake hands or whatever. Well, maybe not whatever. Those are the two choices. Those are the only two choices. Or shake hands. I'll help you with the
yeah.
But you're on your own as far as the...
Help me with the and then later you can help me with the rest after the... Let's do the first. Completely enamored
I'm
with
a willing throat for...
Yeah. Your throat is open and ready for... And why? Because it fits something he's really into and the supports it. It's great.
I would 2 inches of that...
Yeah. There you go.
It just throbbed all the time, and I was like, why is this? I only for the past 12 hours. What's going on?
Yeah, how could this be with all that repetitive play? That snuck up my butt and then made a camp there.
I'm just confused as to how the ended up in his mouth.
No details on that, unfortunately. I wish.
All I can say is none of your should come anywhere near your mouth. I think that's just a pretty good statement.
Did you know that Gwyneth Paltrow has a new candle in the Goop store?
No way. What's the...
It is, this candle smells like my...
Oh, okay. That really escalated then. They get those long, firm... I'll bet there's great meat in those.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'll take the...
Good meat. Okay.
I got a shriveled up I want to talk about. I got all kinds of shit to do today. It's going to be great.
She also has one called This Smells Like My...
My for real?
Yes, this smells like my...
What is a...
Oh, what does it smell like? I don't know.
You want a robot... How's that sound?
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Much more than a real I think is what I'd much rather have a robot than a real one.
Hey, Brian Dunaway, suck a and we'll see you next time. Bye now.
Wow.
Sucker.
Wow.
He likes to suck.
Wow.
I tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. He'll admit it one day. He sucks.
She also with too many teeth. Like there was teeth involved in the and that's not ever good.
Jeez.
It's just too much mouth open and like not lips pressed, but it was just like you took a can and opened it and you put the can up around your That's just what it felt like.
Oh, that's a terrible description.
Yeah,
it's going to haunt me.
Seems illegal.
Yeah, a little bit of core thrown in there. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, I said ducks, everybody. Ducks.
Yeah.
See, unnecessary censorship makes it seem like I said something else, but I said ducks. Yeah.
There was nothing that we said in there that we couldn't say in front of our parents.
No. Well, in front of John, I might say
Gwyneth
worse.
Paltrow's candle.
Yeah.
It still was,
That's true. What was it? Was it her orgasm or something?
Yeah, her orgasm. Which I don't even know.
I don't even know either. I don't like it.
Freshly made popcorn.
Blah, 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 blah. That's a thought I'm going to have a hard time erasing. All right.
All right, excellent.
Throw a blanket on it. Says
I've done my job.
We are going to exit the building. Before we do, a reminder, we're still early in this month. May 9th is all we are. It means there's perfect time for people to get in and hop onto the Patreon at patreon.com/TMS. If you enjoy this show, have a good giggle and laugh here and there. Is it worth $1 a month? Maybe it's worth even one of the higher tiers. I don't know. But get in here and give it a shot. Patreon.com/TMS. Speaking of which, we have a tea level. And tomorrow, Brian and I are going to be testing teas right here on the air. Yeah, that's right. Well, a tea.
Oh,
tea.
But it could be the new
tea.
Morning Stream Tea.
Yeah, the new tea. So be here there. Be here there. Be here.
Be here there.
Be here there for there. That'll be tomorrow here on TMS. Frogpants.com/TMS for everything else. If you'd like to email us your thoughts, feelings, comments, anger, hatred, love, trepidation, whatever, themorningstream@gmail.com. Let's get out of here with a song. Do you have one prepared?
I do. And this one's going out to Glitch, who I need to help out with some things. All right, so Glitch, if you have an indie request, then I need you to contact that band and label and say, hey, okay if we play this song on the morning stream? But if you have a cover request, that goes at the end of the show. His song is neither. So, however, I am able to play a cover. So he says, hey, Glitch, or this is a request for you guys. I love this band and hope you dig it as well. Your number one idiot out wandering around in Iowa fan.
Oh, nice.
All right, so the band is Gunship, and the song you want us to hear is a song called Berserker, but that I don't have. I need permission for Indie in the Middle to play that one. However, they also did a cover back in 2020 of Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. This thing is awesome. I'm happy to play this one. Happy to play it as a substitute because it really does give you a good idea of what the Gunship vibe is. So. From a single they released in 2020, here is Gunship and Eleanor Rigby.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
I think of penises.
Mm-hmm. You sure do, Brian Dunaway.
Yeah.
You sure think of the penis.
All the time.